Stress. If you're like most of us, you've experienced throughout this past year some high levels of stress. And who can blame us? The brain is hardwired not to like change, and there's been a lot of change. So consequently, we've felt stressed. The good news is there are a lot of things we can do, and that's what this session is all about. SOS, Manage My Stress. I like to think of ourselves as a big battery pack, and when the battery pack becomes depleted, just like in our mobile devices, we feel stressed. Now there's 3 causes for this. The first is what we typically think of when we think of stress. Our time and energy are being depleted. The second one is about emotions. If we're feeling emotional distress or big, heavy emotions, well, we can feel stressed. And the third one is when our identity and our values are being compromised. All of these together, or any one of these alone, can cause us to feel stress and need some SOS relief. We know when we're stressed that our immune system is compromised and our body starts telling us that we're under stress. We feel things like increased acne, or see things like increased acne. We experience headaches, chronic pain, digestive issues, decreased energy, frequent sickness, insomnia. Anybody here have those problems? Good old depression, or even rapid heartbeat, maybe excessive sweating. All of these things could be, of course, signs of some underlying health issues. It also could be stress. So go to the doctor, and chances are your doctor might tell you things might be a little stressful for you and you need to do something about that. So today you're in luck, because we're going to talk about SOS, Manage My Stress strategies. There's 4 different strategies we're going to take a look at. The first one is Buddy My Body. What you do for your body, you do for your brain. What you do for your brain, you do for your body. Both are impacted under stress, and it's the first thing we need to do to take care of our stress and replenish our battery pack, if you will. We're going to talk about emotions. That's a big piece when we're talking about managing stress. We're going to get logical. And finally, we're going to talk about people, because at the end of the day, well, it's you and me, baby. We're working on this together, and we better figure out how to manage our stress. We're out here to talk about Buddy My Body. This is the very first thing to do when you're under stress. I recommend breathing. It sounds so silly, but have you ever noticed that when you're under stress, you forget to breathe? Well, there are some tried and true great methods for breathing. Most people, as we age, from little on, we forget how to breathe properly. So first thing first, you need to breathe properly. And that means stop breathing from up here. That's only going to make it worse. And start breathing with your whole body. Imagine that the air comes up through your toes and on up, and you fill your body up like a great big helium balloon. Another great way to start breathing is to yawn. That's right, I'm pretty much the only presenter that asks people to yawn during their presentations. Yawning helps the brain cool off. So when you're feeling stressed, do some yawns. Think of a big cat and their yawns. Fill up from the bottom. I recommend filling up for 4. Holding that yawn for 7. And then exhaling for 8. There's some great research about it. Look up the 4, 7, 8 breathing techniques online and you'll see more. Let's do a couple just for practice. All right, ready? Big breath in for 4, thinking from your toes on up. Hold it for 7. And now exhale for 8. You've got the idea. Do another yawn with me. Ready? Go. How do you feel? I'm relaxed. I hope you're relaxed as well. Another thing you need to do to buddy your body is move. We get so engrossed in our computers or on our tablets or whatever the case may be, and we forget the importance of movement. Every 60 minutes, shut it down or put it on pause and stand up and move. Bonus if you get outside. That's why we're filming out here. It's important for us to get outside. The Japanese coined it forest bathing years ago. And we know even today that the research shows us that we heal when we see or are out in greenery. That's why so many hospitals have a green outdoor space for patients and visitors to sit and convalesce and feel better. Even a picture of greenery will do it. So in your office, on your screensaver, put up a picture of green and the outdoors. And when you can, get up and get outside. All right, some other things you can do are aromatherapy. Lavender is a great calming scent. Or green tea. There are wonderful antioxidant benefits to drinking green tea every day. I would recommend though, if it has some caffeine, keep it before lunch, not after. The closer we get to bedtime, we might have problems. Which is another SOS strategy for our body, is getting enough rest. Have a set routine. Have what a friend of mine calls sleep hygiene. Turn off those devices well before you go to bed. Go to bed at the same time. Keep it cool in your bedroom. Keep it dark in your bedroom. Another great technique is massage. You can go to a massage therapist, or you can give yourself your own massages. Just rubbing your hands, stretching your hands. You can do that all throughout the day. It's amazing the calm that you feel. Need a bigger body massage than just your hands? Try some yoga. I recommend stretching and holding the stretches for at least a minute. And doing some big, beautiful breaths from the bottom up, all while you're doing the stretches. Another important one is prayer and meditation. It's essential that we stay connected to God, to our higher power, every single day. And then take time to play and to laugh. Watch those funny videos, tell a joke or two. Just look for the bright side of things. Play. How do you like to play? Legos? Coloring? Those things you loved to do when you were a child? Bring them back to today. I know a lot of people like their games on their devices. I do too, but you got to be careful because those devices are designed to be addictive. So make sure you're also pausing and taking time to set down the electronics, turn them off. I just read another article today that was encouraging people to take an entire day every week where you tell your friends and families, I'm off social media, I'm off the phone. If you need me, you're going to have to find a different way to get me because I'm not going to be on this phone answering texts 24/7. And then one of the other really important things that I think we overlook is as we're putting all these great techniques into our routine, well, it's also important for us to break the routine. Take a vacation. Find someplace else to go. I've got a dear friend who doesn't necessarily travel a lot, but she goes through the store and finds a different area that she normally shops to hang out and just to see what else is there. It's a break from the routine. Let's talk eating and drinking when it comes to Buddy My Body for stress management. Stopping everything and taking a drink of water is a wonderful idea. Stopping for a sugary beverage, probably not so good, or a glass of wine or another adult beverage, again, not so good, especially when it comes to managing your stress. Eating a healthy snack, vegetables and fruit, absolutely a wonderful idea as well. Just make sure you're not overdoing it. Another great Buddy My Body technique is to just get busy. Go do something. Set your timer for 5, 10, 20 minutes and go, I'm just going to do this for a short bit, and it's enough to break the routine and get you out of your funk. Another surefire way is mindfulness. Beautiful lilacs this time of year in Minnesota are just the clear ticket to remind us to use all of our senses to ground ourselves. What do you smell? Hopefully it's good things wherever you're at right now. How about using your physical senses? Think about, how does it feel to sit on the chair? How about your feet? What are they touching? What are they feeling? Think about taste. Don't go licking the computer screen, but pay attention to taste, smell, touch. All of our senses are so important and they ground us. So take a moment to use your senses for mindfulness. And the last tip for Buddy My Body is my favorite one, and that's about getting out and getting into some water. It might be taking a bath, it might be a hot tub, it might be a pool, or in the land of 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, we go for a swim, which all of you, I hope, can relate to as well. All right, I think we've covered it all. Number one, breathe from the bottom up. Let's do another one. Feels so great. Take a break, get up, stand up. Sitting is the new smoking. Move, get outside and move. Have some green tea, maybe some aromatherapy. Many things you can do to buddy your body.